These are the adventures of a temporarily out of work wife and mother, and y'all already know what's up. I gave y'all quick recaps of each day of my DIY downstairs makeover home improvement project, and now it's time for the long form content. Now, obviously, the start of this was not all that freaking exciting. It was more reminiscent of a move than a home improvement project because I literally had to pack up the entire downstairs of my house. Well, at least the living room and dining room. And I thought it was a good idea to start this project while that lady's son that I married was out of town for work because he had absolutely no interest in helping clean carpets. And he thought that we shouldn't even clean them. We should just vacuum, cover them, and clean them when we were done, which made zero sense to me because then we would be moving furniture after we'd done all the work to the furniture. So I decided that I would enlist the help of my noonie and my sunshine, my youngest baby girl, and my only and favorite son. And if you are not visually impaired, then you don't need me to describe what's happening here. But for the record, at 5 times the speed, you've just watched me clear off my entryway table, my crate furniture, the coats on the coat tree at my entryway, clean off my couches, roll up my rugs, clear off my desk, and now I'm working on my entertainment center. I've also taken everything off the walls and relocated our turtle shelter to the kitchen. And now this bookcase. Man, I got books older than I am on this bookcase. And with the way that the world is going now, those books are absolutely going to be a hot commodity because the truth is hard to find online. But I digress. I've moved on to the dining room and I've decided to do something different. That corner stand that we've had for all these years has to go. And the mausoleum that I've made of all the people that I've loved and lost, trinkets that I got from them, their obituaries, etc., can't have as prominent of a place in my life going forward. I've got to let the dead things go. I love them all. They'll always be with me. But I don't need to look over and see all of those memories and trinkets every time I sit down to eat. And neither does anyone else. I didn't realize just how morbid and neurotic my family thought that that was. They were humoring me, and I appreciate them for that. Being able to see those things was how I coped with those losses. And I'm not throwing any of it away. I've just come up with a whole nother way to honor those that I've loved and lost. So now it's time to temporarily move all of the furniture so that those carpets can get cleaned. And I've decided to do that one half of each room at a time. So that way, when that half is dried, I can cover it in the carpet protector and then work on the other half. My sunshine was instrumental to this process, and I could not have done it without her. I probably filled and emptied this rug doctor at least 4 or 5 times, and I use two different kinds of solution. Having dogs, you just don't realize how dirty your carpets are. Now, mind you, I just cleaned these carpets not exactly 6 months ago, and they were dirty like that never happened. I'm one of those people who do at least 4 passes on each area. I go forwards, backwards, across forwards, and across backwards. And if there are any heavy duty spots, I hit them a couple of times, which is probably not advisable, but I do it. Thankfully, we had these huge blowers that lady's son that I married got from work that we're able to use until he needs them for work again. Since he was out of town on training, they were readily available to us. And once I was done with each room, I set out 2 blowers. And then I went to bed. The next day, I did my carpet dry dance to ensure that it was completely dry. And my noni was off from work, so she helped me lay down that carpet protection. We did as much as we could, and then I had my sunshine come and help me move the furniture back onto the carpet protected areas and help me lay the rest of the carpet protection for the area that had been vacuumed and cleaned. This was not nearly as easy as we made it all look. It was definitely not a one-person job to lay down those carpet protectors. Man, this was a great idea. I'm so glad I did it because the amount of dirt and dust and plaster and paint that got on those carpet protectors, I would have never ever been able to get all of that out of this carpet when we were done. And they did rip in a couple of spots, resulting in dirt and whatnot getting on the carpet, and I had to kind of spot clean them. But that was definitely better than having to try to clean the entire carpet. On top of that, because we do have pets, I had to stop and clean the rug doctor several times to get the pet hair that had clogged up the dang old machine. The only furniture we didn't move was the crate furniture. We cleaned the carpet underneath there some months back before we even got the crate furniture, so there was no need to do that again. And now it's the following day, and the remaining carpet is dry. So we are laying down that remaining carpet protector and moving the furniture back to the positions where we want it to be when we get ready to paint and all of that good stuff. And once we covered those main areas, we had to go back and spot cover some of the areas that just weren't covered by the pattern in which we were laying down the carpet protector. I was worried about running out of carpet protector. Carpet's protected, it's time for the real work to be done.